Hey, what's going on there? Well, before we get in this video, what I'm going to do is tell you to keep in mind, all right, that I've been trying to warn these people on what's coming up. I'm not helping anyone. What I'm doing is keeping track of what the court cases might work out as far as censorship. I'm not helping anyone. I haven't been helping anyone, and I want to keep track of it for my own personal reasons. Not that I'm trying to sue anyone, but I've put out that if you want to try to come at me, there will be a hefty counterclaim. That's it. I'm ready for it. And that's how you do build a defense, because you've got so much crazy crap coming at you like this.
There's a percentage that's based that was spent on lawyers' fees that he will get out of that.
Okay. Wow. And that's all I heard, because every once in a while I still tune in to see about what's going on with court cases. There's a court case that's been filed to follow. There's been others to follow. But scratching the surface, Dinkus, okay, he's putting it together, and Cat here is putting it together based upon a false reality that's being projected. And it seems as though, once again, Mr. Cox is not defending anyone. It seems as though there might be lawyers involved in this false reality being projected on the screw tubey thingy. Lawyers involved that are hiring crisis actor type people. In many, not just one isolated case, in many, many, many cases, it's coming up. That's why I follow it. Let's keep going for a minute.
And it's a big number. Yeah.
It's all about the numbers.
Yeah, like when Miss Cat, actually, no, let's rewind a little bit. Kickstand got a hold of me and said, Dr. Lori and Cat would like to have a conversation with you. Well, little did I know they were trying to entrap me into something. And now they're saying well, Miss Cat is saying, and of course, once again, Kickstand isn't going to stand up and say anything. There's no integrity there. It's just run, run, run. A life of running. A lot of other characters surrounded, hovering in that little area that like to run and spread BS on the way out. But spreading the narrative that I tried to set up a defense fund for sickos and help them out. No, once again, it came down to Operation Vigilant Eagle targeting veterans for having a voice, and I'm showing exactly whether or not you can prove, I can prove, anybody can prove what's going on here is part of that. I'm showing you how it would work. This is exactly how it would work.
How sick of you to defend a guy who's going to be rewarded for violating his parole.
Defending him how? By keeping track of the court cases and what's happening there. It's called social media news. You've made the news. This is the Naked Hot Tub Network, affiliated with Cox and Cox and Cox and Cox and Cox and Associates. Are you starting to see what's going on here? I mean, we've got plenty of stuff to come up, especially about the weekend of Raw and the minions that either enjoy doing the work on Sunday or willing participants, or maybe on unknowing dinkuses not really knowing what he's doing besides what handlers in the background are doing. And we're going to piece a lot of stuff together for you on why the infiltration on the internet to create a false reality, label people, harassment, extortion, blackmail, and then the goofs, the Canadians would say, that try to collect that information on both sides of the border, both Canada and America. GCHQ seems to be getting pulled back a little bit, but also aligning with bigger, like, let's say, celebrities on the internet. Let's go here for another minute or so, and we're shutting this down.
Or probation for the crime he committed against the young girl.
Oh, yeah, and when you guys like to go through the court cases and you're reading off like Dinkus did last night, okay, you're reading off all the sick and disgusting stuff. I actually tune out because it's sick and disgusting. And Mr. Jones coming up will show more. Mr. Jones just loves the clip of me saying what other people are saying, and then when I lock down that video, okay, he likes that video. He just loves the way I say things apparently, and he says that clip never gets old. But see, Dinkus is like, well, how could people watch the video if it's on private, right? I put the video on private real quick to see who's going to rip it and use it and see how far it'd go. That's the LARP. You guys fell for it. And let's keep going. One more second here. What do you got?
People like you take trophies.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
And what he's going to do, if you're willing to hear this, what he's going to do is take that money and start suing people that called him a pest.
Okay, right. See, Dinkus really takes this stuff seriously. He's a very serious investigative reporter that uses PDFs that he found off the fan club. We'll be getting deeper into that later because it's like when he came on my panel a few days ago and we started out talking about the difference between a Fiat and an Abarth, and he can't even scratch the surface to that, it should show a lot of people that he's not interested in the difference between a leather interior and pleather. He's okay with the pleather, okay? That just the Abarth is more expensive, and not really going into more detail about that and why an Abarth is more expensive than a Fiat. We'll be getting into more to that. Let's keep going because we here I get accused of stolen valor in a sense.
He's a confessed one. Is that the gig here, Aaron?
No, what they actually want people to debate upon and keep this swill into is the debate of age of consent, which is another debate I will not engage into, and I just leave a panel. See, when you guys start enjoying the sick stuff that's there, I tune out. I know a little bit about it, but to me it's so disgusting, I don't want to know about it.
Set all these people up so you can sue?
No, just like I said a minute ago, I'm ready to take on a defense case with the counterclaim if anybody really wants to bring it. And I don't want it to get to that point just because we've been LARPing with our freedom of speech to really drill out some rats and shills that are working deep within and causing a lot of havoc on the internet. We're going to be getting into that more. Keep going.
Because you seem to be solely focused on the courtroom.
Well, that should be in America, yes. Instead of having a bloody revolution, if we can clean up our courts, which has been, I mean, actually kind of miraculously, it seems as though with qualified immunity and so forth, and police departments being busted out in Harris County, of a small task force, a whole small task force, and a few others that are going to be implicated there. That's some things that Dinkus wasn't able to pull up from his Onion article last night. But yeah, a lot of things are changing within policing and so forth, and keeping track of that would be keeping track of court cases, i.e. Harris County, what happened there not too long ago, back in, looks like May. She gets the stolen
You violated
stuff.
the oath that you
There you go.
swore to uphold.
Actually, the oath keepers that are breaking their oath would be the ones that are engaging in extortion and fraudulent activities as playing actors on the internet. That maybe gave an oath either in secrecy or whatever it was, right? That really didn't actually kind of wear a uniform. They just had to wear, you know, khakis and a polo shirt type thing at first. You know, maybe run the mail cart or the coffee cart around in the headquarters, Langley, wherever. You know, let's keep going.
You violated the citizens of this country
How?
for your own personal sick agenda.
How?
You violated women you don't know.
What I actually did is took trolls that want to be LARPers, okay, like Fellowmon and Erica Shillfire, so forth. I wanted to run others into them, right? And we're making more connections on this between the 1A side and who might have connection between these busted down truther pockets. Okay, connection there to keep kind of the BS rhetoric rolling, right? To label people, to get information, to spew BS. So somebody will come back with truthful information, and that's how the BS works on the internet, apparently. Right now that alphabet soup's coming out, and the White House is able to censor on the internet now. See how interestingly how we are getting closer to having a streaming license, but to cast upon me that I am breaking my oath when the oath says both foreign and domestic, and when we have infiltrates from alphabet soup trying to run our militias, that's a little concerning to me, which these people, once again, can't go past the surface on what I'm trying to explore and show on social media news and the Naked Hot Tub Network. Nothing wrong with it, and keeping everything above the belt if we can.
Ingratiating yourself into their lies, into their lives, and lying to them.
Lives and lying. Blanket statements.
You co-signed the lies of other people.
Wow. Well, like how you co-signed the lie of Dr. Lori on how I'm setting up a defense fund for sickos and perpetuating that, and handling Mr. Dinkus, obviously, and a few others there having some influence on him. I don't think actually Dinkus has the deep research depth to actually find a PDF that was on the fan club, which is interesting enough. I'll be showing, once again, I talked about this a minute ago, I'll be showing who did that post. And that same person, interesting enough, from the fan club post, posted on my video about Mr. Sneed a few days ago. Very interesting, and we'll be showing more connections on between, once again, the busted down truther pockets that are left. It's just ash, toast, done. And you know who was really involved in that too was Mr. Eric Spitfire. Wow. Put somebody like Mr. Inflated Head in between all that, and Brian King, that was actually making videos for on Lavoy Finicum and the Bundys back in the day, and putting his PayPal link out there, and probably monetized, maybe have connection with Eric Spitfire. We'll be showing that. See what's starting to formulate here? Once again, I'm not defending anyone. I get to show the connection and get to have social media news as my First Amendment right, and the ability to publish. Everybody, thanks for checking this out. Wait a minute. Let's go in a little further.
Who couldn't fight back.
If you
Mama ought to be really proud of you.
Right, like you're trying to talk to my mama in the spiritual, you witch.
Awesome, but he is a pedophile. That has this appeal.
I
buddy.
agree with you.
This appeal.
See, agreeance there. When I was lied to, when I tried to get down to the truth, and I already knew that just by being in the same vicinity once it came out, and I was being lied to, just by being in the same vicinity, all of a sudden I knew my name was going to be tainted no matter when I pulled out. So I kept digging. While Flathead, and we'll show proof later, was still donating. Thousands. And who is actually protecting the protector there? But it was more Flathead was trying to take control of the programming and stations of the rodent to shut them down. I actually wish that there could be licensing so people like the rodent can't publish and program TV channels or YouTube channels. Once you're on a registry, I don't think you should be able to do that. And my main goal has always been help cleaning up the broadcasting industry, because there's some really sick shit going on there. And the assholes that think I'm involved in it, and you want to question Mr. Cox's oath, makes you look real suspect. Everybody, thanks for checking this out. Peace out. Have a good day.